You've been there, right? Sending out dozens, maybe even hundreds of CVs, and then just silence. It is so frustrating, and it feels like all your hard work is just disappearing into a black hole. Well, what if I told you it's not you, and it's not bad luck? It's a system, and today we're gonna learn how to crack it. Okay, let's just start with a number, 75%. Let that sink in for a second. What on earth could that number have to do with your job search? Well, there it is. A full 3/4 of all applications are thrown out by software, by a robot, before a human recruiter even knows you exist. All that time you spent perfecting your CV? Gone. Dismissed by an algorithm in the blink of an eye. And that's what we're calling the application black hole. So in this first part, we are going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly what's going on after you hit that submit button. Just look at this. It really shows the brutal journey your application goes on. So for a typical job that gets, say, 250 applicants, look at that giant red slice. 75% are tossed out immediately, just because the robot couldn't read the formatting. Another 12% fail some basic knockout question. And that leaves, what? A tiny 13% that actually land on a human's desk. So, let's put that into perspective. Out of that entire pool of 250 people who applied, only 2 or 3 of them will actually get a call for an interview. The odds just feel impossible, don't they? But here's the part that is truly insane. It's not just the unqualified people getting filtered out. This number, 88%, that's the percentage of qualified candidates that these systems accidentally reject. Think about it. The system is literally designed to miss good people. That could be you. And you know, even if you are one of the very lucky few who makes it past the robot, you're still not in the clear. A human recruiter will then spend, wait for it, an average of 5 seconds looking at your CV. 5 seconds. That's all you get to make your case. So who are these gatekeepers? Well, especially in a crazy competitive market like London, they are specific software platforms, and believe me, they are absolutely everywhere. These are called Applicant Tracking Systems, or ATS, and 70% of large firms in London use them. But if you're aiming for the big leagues, the city, finance, any FTSE 100 company, it's basically a guarantee you'll face one. I mean, 97% of them use an ATS. There's just no avoiding it. Okay, so this is the most important part. If you can't avoid them, you have to understand them. Think of this next section as your battle plan. We're going to dive into the top systems and expose exactly how they work, and more importantly, how they're programmed to reject you. All right, this right here is your cheat sheet. Seriously. Applying to a big bank? That's probably Workday. And let me tell you, it absolutely hates tables, graphics, or any kind of 2-column layout. Going for a cool tech startup? That's greenhouse territory. And it just can't handle visual elements. It wants clean, simple text. iSIMS, which is all over the big multinationals, will actually flag you for having an employment gap. And Workable, which you'll see a lot with creative agencies, is all about keywords. Not enough of the right ones? You're out. Each system has its own kryptonite. And in London, the stakes are just so much higher. You've got double the competition right off the bat. And get this, a clean, simple Word doc has a 95% chance of being read correctly by these systems. But that fancy PDF you paid to have designed, the pass rate plummets to just 60%. Also, speed matters. The earlier you apply, the better. And you won't believe this, but a simple mistake like forgetting to put London, UK in your address can get you instantly rejected by a location filter. Okay, we've looked at the problem, we've identified the enemy. Now for the really good part. The payoff. Let's look at what we're calling your new interview math and see how knowing all this stuff completely changes the game. Just look at this comparison. On the left, that's the old way. That might be you right now, sending out 10 applications a day, getting that typical 12% pass rate, and maybe you get 1 interview a week. Now, look at the right. By creating a CV that's optimized for these systems, you can boost your pass rate to 75%. And with the exact same effort, still 10 applications a day, you are suddenly looking at 7, maybe 8 interviews every single week. Let that really hit home for a minute. This isn't just a tiny little improvement, it is a massive shift. We're talking about more than a 6-fold increase in your results just by understanding the system. You're no longer playing a lottery hoping to get lucky. You're playing the game with the rules stacked in your favor. So now you have the cheat sheet. You know what these robots hate, you know what to avoid, but that leads us to the next big question, doesn't it? How do they actually read your CV? What do they see when they scan that page? Answering that, well, that's the next level to truly mastering this whole system.